And we are live. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to carry on with our Normandy 44 game, and we're going to start with the German turn 3. So let's do a quick summary of what happened. So we do have on the west side, we had our 82nd was a little bit more scattered than the 101st on this side. 101st is pretty well reorganized, although they have lost one unit. And the 82nd as well, it does have 2 units here, as well as the glider units did land, and fortunately they are going to be scattered. So these ads are looking pretty good. Utah Beach units are starting to push in and support the airborne, so they've already linked up with the 101. And then in Omaha, you can see that it's just basically a wide open run. Nothing really defensive that I can do to stop them. I will have reinforcements coming on through the south, so I might be able to put something back here, but it looks like they're going to be able to push through, at least along the British-American Allied line. And then in the Commonwealth sector, we have a lot of striped units, or stepped units, excuse me, on the Commonwealth side. And 12th SS is in the process of moving up. You can see them all under the strat markers here. And they're going to be winning the position to, first of all, push the airborne out of Caen and Rainville. And then we'll see what we can do with Gold Juno and Sword Beaches. So that's basically a summary of what we're at right now. All right, so first thing we got to do for turn 3 is we have to roll. This time it can be anything besides overcast. So, and I just rolled a 2, which gives us an overcast 2 result. And looks like we will be getting, for the Germans, 2 supply points. Now I think I want to give both of them to Cherbourg. No, 7th Army, because I do have several headquarters units in the area that are going to be coming on, and we'll be able to do a lot of artillery down on this side here and further to the east. Yeah, all right, let's do that. And then we'll do 1 infantry replacement as well. Now, so it doesn't look like I have any infantry units that I can replace, bring them up to full strength. Most of them are going to be all, yeah, they're all full strength already. I do have 1 armor that is stepped down, way on the right side, 21st Panzer. All right, so what else I gotta do? So we did weather. We're not gonna do the mulberries yet, I don't think. I'm not sure when we start the mulberries. So Arromanches is controlled by the Allies, and there is no German combat unit within 4, so it looks like we're going to be able to start the British mulberry. All right, so we'll put this, I guess, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So June 7th looks like we can start building the mulberry. And we have Omaha Beach, which again cleared out on 2nd turn. So it looks like we're going to get the Omaha mulberry as well on turn 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both British and American mulberries will be ready on the 7th. Or start preparation, start building on the 7th. All right, next up we do supply points. So again, the British and Americans each get 6. And for not used up, they're gone. So this should have come off. So we have 6. And we have 6 for the Americans as well. Do I want the Brit? No, I don't want the airborne. Sorry, using the wrong ones here. We have the American 1st and the British 2nd Army. So they each have 6 supply points, which we can then use to purchase stuff. All right, so it looks like we're going to be doing the Germans first. So now we do have several units which will be coming on here in the south. Including, looks like 388s as well. So they're going to have to get into Con as quickly as possible. So I think I'm going to have to use strategic movement for them as well. So let's bring them up here. Now, stacking wise, that would be 2 with 1 free silhouette. That would be 4 with 1 silhouette, so that's fine. And you guys will stack here. So that should be plenty like that. All right, so let's do some German movements. We'll start over here in the west. Again, the Sherbrooke units I don't think can be released yet. All right, so yeah, it looks like Sherbrooke's not going to be moving just yet. I do have units that are going to be released from that sector. Let's bring the mic closer. I just realized I didn't have it very close. There we go. Now maybe you guys can hear me. All right, so I do have units over here on the left, which I can start releasing. Let's do a 4-4. And I guess we'll start in Barneville. And then I also have unit up top here. 3-4-3s. So let's start in Barfleur, I guess. Yeah, we'll start there. We'll come down here and we'll start occupying the strong points, I think. All right, so we want to do some attacks on the Americans. Now, you guys are -1 for troop quality. That is a +1. That's going to penalize me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do have artillery in position. So it would be 3 points plus a armored unit. These guys can then enter this as well. Give them a little bit more defense should the... yeah, we'll put them in this X here. I want to add you guys to this mix. That would be 2 plus a free units. This would be 4 and free units. However, because the -1, I mean, I could use them as a flanking force. Maybe I'll do that. So let's move you guys into here. We're going to attack the American 82nd in that location. They are attacking across the river, so this will be halved twice if I use them as a flanking force. So that's going to be 10. Halved would be 5. Halved would be 2. 2, 6, 8, 10. Now that will be a town, so they are going to get some defensive bonus for that. We'll have to figure that one out. I do have an artillery as well, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you're fine. Another -1 there, eh? Let's bring you back this way here. You can hang out. I don't think I want to attack this, although having some air cover would be nice. I don't think I have that ability. And so we'll just turn you like that for now, and we'll move this guy over here. So he can move 4. He has a bicycle unit, which means he could move 6 in overcast. So that would be 12 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so you're going to sit on this unit here. Helps me with this unit over here. And then we have another one up here, -1. So let's put him on one of these strong points. So he has got 6 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put him here for now. Now I do have 2 disruptive units here, including a flak. So they can't move. They're going to have to wait to get that removed. You're going to jump onto there. No, wait. I think I'm going to hang out in the town. We'll just have to hopefully endure that. All right, over here, again, Omaha Beach is pretty well wide open for the Allies. Now you are on the Commonwealth side, so you're going to have to move in your turn. I do have an artillery, and I do have an attack. That would be 4, 7. 7 to 7. Now that's normal terrain. Or I should say mix, will give him 2 DCBs. So this will be actually be 9. So it will be 1 to 2. Or I should say, yeah, 1 to 2 odds. We'll get a shift for this artillery. And I will not get an armor. They're going to cancel. 0, 0. Troop quality wise, we have 0, 0. So nothing for that. So it's going to be 1 to 2 with a shift over to the 1 to 1. But I think I have to engage him. Now, they are 1, 2 with a free unit. So if I bring in this tank here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I will be going across a river. I've just realized that. I don't think I want to do that. So we're going to stay here. We're going to go against that stack right there. Yeah, we'll just have to ignore that one for now. So you're going to hang out in the city. I'll get rid of these strap markers now because they're just going to move normally. These are 12th SS that are coming in to sort out some business. All right, so I got to remember I do have artillery units in the city of Caen itself, which I'm able to use. Now that would be 4 stacking points. That would be 4 there as well. So I'm going to have to add a silhouette to this one. 3 silhouette to this one. And I'm gonna dismount from the trucks and we'll just move normally. So this can come back here. One, or that would be a half. This would be 1.5. This would be 2.5. 3.5, 4.5. So we do have a lot of SS sitting in con, so I think we just made the Commonwealth job a lot harder. Yeah, you're going to hang out, so you're fine. You're going to stay there. I do have artillery here. 1, 2, 3. So you're well within range. Now I do have U units. So if I come back here for 1, or this would be a half. This would be 1.5. That is a hill. A hilltop is no effect. All right, so this would be 1.5, 2, 3, 4 into that location. So you can't move, but you could. So we'll have 3 units there. We'll bring up this guy as well behind. 1, 2. No, that's right. This will be half, 1.5. That would be 2, and then that would be 3. So you do have enough. Okay. And our units off board here. So I'm gonna have to move my headquarters unit down here because I won't be able to use it for artillery purposes. So we're gonna go. That would be 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4, 5. All right, these guys here. I do have movement as well. I could use the truck. Let's use this guy here. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5. All right, so I think that's going to be it for the German moves. Let's do a combat round. That is next. All right, so while we're in this way, side, we'll do it from here. So we're going to use this unit for artillery, so we'll use up 1 of our supply points. Flip them over for now. That'll give us a shift. We do have armor. And we have a total of 11, 14 to 3 will be, looks like 4 to 1 odds. I believe we round up, do we not? So it's going to be round down. So it looks like we're going to have a total of 14 to 3. Now that is woods. Woods is going to give them 3 DCB, so they're actually going to be 6. So 14 to 6 will only be a 2 to 1 odds. However, we do have armor for a shift, and we do have this artillery for a shift as well. So we're going to be on the 4 to 1 column to overrun the British there. Ready, and we rolled a 6. 6 is good for the attacker. And on the 4 to 1, it gets us a D1. So we're going to go down 1 step. And I must retreat or else do a determined defense. Now I cannot obviously go that way. I could go into the swamp, or I could come back to the beach. If I go into the swamp, then I'll probably be cut off from line supply and I'll be isolated. So I'm going to retreat to here, and that means I'll be disrupted. Alrighty, and then I get one free advance. For this unit here, I don't have artillery. I do have 9 and 8, so that'll be 17 to I believe a town is 4. Yes, so 17 to 9. Wow, it's not even 1 to 1, 1 to 2. So it's going to be 1 to 1 odds, and I will get an armor shift. Troop quality wise, we're both +1s, so we're fine. Yeah, so 1 to 1 with an armor shift is on the 2 to 1 table. And we get a 2. That's not good. 2 to 1 is attacker 1 and DR. So, all right, let's take a step off of the 3-step unit. And the defender has a DR result, which means you must either retreat or conduct a determined defense. Oh yeah, this is the British glider unit, and they are in fact scattered. Which means they would be overstacked if they went that way. I could try a determined defense. That's not a city, not a strong point, so it would be other, I suppose, which basically means I need like a 5 or 6 to get a good result. Defensive support. I do not have fighter support, but I could get the ships supporting. That would be a +1 for defensive support, which means on a 4 or less, I would get a result. So, hey, Shane. Yep. Good luck with that homework. I do have homework myself that I've been putting off for months now. So, let's do that determined defense. So I need a 4 or better because I get a +1 for defensive support from one of these fleet markers. You're just within the boundary of support, so yeah, you'll be able to use that. And I need a 4 or more. All right, I rolled a 4. +1 is a -1. So I lose 1 step. But I don't have to retreat and or be disrupted. So I guess all in all, not too bad. All right, so you guys are all done. Let's move you like this. And then we have over here now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could attack down the center. I could also do this one first and then save my artillery for this guy here, which I think is what I'm going to do. Now that is mixed terrain, which is going to be a +2. 21st Panzer Division counterattacked. They're in the process. Yeah, I'm just setting up a nice stack here. with 21st Panzer. There's some elements of 12th SS. They should be, actually, no, they're all over here. So, yeah, 21st is definitely on the counterattack. So I'm going to attack this stack here 2, 4, 8, 11. Troop quality zeros. To 11 to 7 plus 2 for mixed will be 9. So it's going to be 1-to-1. Our armor rating are the same, so it's not going to get any armor shift. However, I will use this artillery. So let's put them on the move side, which will give me a shift to the 2-to-1 column. All right, 2-to-1, and I got to roll high. Four on the 2-to-1 will get us a attacker 1, defender 1. All right, now I'm going to take it on the infantry. Now these guys are only 1 steps, so you're going to be gone. And one of these units will have to take it as well. So I'm going to take a cadre on, not the tank, because that's only 1 step. So I'm going to go down to cadre status on one of the infantry. All right, so we do have cadre status on this location. 2 units are 1 step away from being eliminated. And an attacker 1, defender 1. Result lets us do... They must retreat or conduct a determined defense. Now again, I could use my other battleship marker to give them a defensive adjustment, which would be a +1. But on a 4 or less, they're going to be losing 1 unit. Or they retreat 4 hexes. And or no, I guess it would be 2 hexes. So you'd have to retreat 2 hexes, or I do a determined defense. I don't like the odds of needing a 4 or better to get a result with a +1, so I'm just going to retreat 1, 2. It'll be marked with a disrupted. And then the attacker can do his advance. So we're starting to push him back. And I've used my artillery on him. Oh, I should have used up a second point. So I've only got 1 each. Now, I do want to do another attack, but the problem is that's an anti-tank gun, which means it's got to be defending only. 8. 8 to 11, this would be actually 13, so it would be on the 1 to 2 table. Or I could go 8 against 5, 7. So 1 to 1. I do have only 1 step left on my Panzer for the 21st. I need another artillery unit in place. Oh, wait, I do forget that I do have con. So I do get 1 artillery unit from this location. From con 1, 2, 3. So you're going to be within 3 hexes. Troop quality is a +1. You're a 0, so I'll get a shift on the 2-to-1. The artillery from con, which will take up my last point, will give me a 3-to-1 advantage against these units here. All right, let's do a 3-to-1. Do I want to use a naval gun to reduce that? I think I do. So we're going to be back on the 2-1 because this naval unit here is going to support the defense. I believe that is correct. So on the 2-1, I rolled a 5, which gets us a DR result. So a defender must either retreat or determined defense. So let's push them back 1, 2. They're going to be disrupted as well. And then I can do my advance. Not too bad. I'm in a bend of a river, so any attack is going to be across the river, which is really good. Really good. So let's move you guys like this. And we'll move over to the Sherbrooke Peninsula. All right. Do I want to attack? Now, that is not a river. I am attacking over a river. So these guys will be half twice, as I said. So 6, 3, that'll be 1. And your guys are going over a river as well. So this will be 9. Halved will be 4.5. 1.5. So it'll be 5. 5.5 to... yeah, you're just going to hang out. You're going to defend. You're not going to attack. You guys, however, are going to attack here with use of this artillery. So let's flip you over. Let's get an armor shift for 1. And we'll have a total of 8, 10. Actually, that'll be 5 halves. So you're not going to use artillery yet. How am I going to do this? You guys will be the main assault force. You guys will be the flanking force. So I'm going to count this halved twice. So again, we're going to have 8, 10, halved is 5, halved is 2.5. And then we have, oh, you're defending. 6.5, 8.5, 10.5 to, oh, that's a town. Town is 4 DCB. 10.5 to 8, so that will be a 1-to-1 attack. I will get an armor shift. I will get an artillery shift. Let's move you 1 hex too. So I will be on the 3-to-1 versus this unit. This is my main assault force. Right, I rolled a 4, and we said 3-to-1. 3-to-1 is going to get us a DR. So defender must either retreat or conduct a determined defense. Now I do have ships in range. I could help defend with a +1. This guy would only be stepped down if I lose, worst case. Where would you retreat to? You'd have to retreat to this location here. Except you would be overstacked. You could retreat across the river to the other drop zone. Let's try a determined defense. I'm going to use one of the ships as well for a +1 bonus, so I need a 4 better for a good result. Well, for a result. I rolled a 5. 5 of 1 is a 6, which means it is an exchange. So this guy goes down 1. And one of these units will be stepped down. I think I'm going to step down the Panzer. Oh, it's only 1 unit, 1 step, so I'm going to take that off. All right. Oh, wait, it's got to be from the main assault force. Derpa derpa. So let's use you. Yeah, you'll be the same thing. So you're gone. So that's going to be it for the German attack. Next up, we have the recovery phase. So anything that's already disrupted, like you guys, that'll come off. This will come off. That's all done. We check supply. Again, everything we have is traceable to the edge, except for maybe this strong point here. That will be isolated, so we'll give them a red isolation. And everything else will be in supply for the Germans. We'll have to do the isolation attrition for the 1 unit. And I rolled a 2. Probably not good. 1 to 4 is 1 step. So this unit here is going to be eliminated. Because it... so one of the strong points right over here is going to be eliminated because of the isolation and attrition. All right, so moving on to the Allied part. Now, they do have 6 reinforcement points, so what do we want to do? I can bring in 1 of you, 2 of you armor units. You only have 1 step, though. One of you and 1 of you. All right, so let's bring in a 1-step tank unit and a 3-step infantry. We'll bring him into Utah Beach, I think. All right, and so that is 6 points for the army. Now, they do get 1 infantry replacement, 1 armor replacement. And they do get supply points. How many supply points do you get with Overcast 2? Oh, so they only get 1 each. All right. All right, so they get 1 supply point, which means they can use 1 artillery. They do also have a ship, which could be used. The Commonwealth reinforcements, we have 6 as well. Now, I think I want to send in infantry and tank. So these guys here are going to be landing on 3rd Beach. Yeah, let's put them into Juno Beach. All right, so that's going to be it for that. You guys get 1 supply point for your artillery purposes, and we can commence with the Allied move. All right, so you guys are going to attack. You're going to be 14. Uh, 13. And then we'll have this. Oh, wait, that would be 12. So 13 and 6 with a 2 for 8 and another 2 for Bocage. No, Bocage is 3. So it'll be 11. 18 to 11. So it's going to be on the 1-to-1 column anyway you look at it. However, armor shift will cancel, and I will use a ship, which gives me a shift on the 2-to-1. Hey, Runt Herder, how's it going? By the way, everybody, I'm drinking Voodoo Ranger tonight. IPA recommended by Mr. Caleb, one of the viewers. Quite a nice flavor to it. So available at your local liquor store, apparently. All right. So you guys are going to attack that location. Now I could add one of you to this location. Scatter will come off on the recovery phase. So in the meantime, I think I'm going to have to throw you guys in. Now that will be 2 stacking. This will be 4 stacking points. All right, so you're going to go in there. Engineers are stuck in Utah, so that would be the U.S. Mulberry, right? So that's pretty well done for that side. We do have U units here. Now that's going to be... You guys are free to stack, and you get 1 silhouette. All right, so you guys will come in here, and then I get 1 more move. So let's put you over here. And you guys will attack together, push up the peninsula. That would be 11 with an armor shift. No, it would not. It would be canceled by that. Normal is going to be +2. So that would be a total of 7 to 11. Again, 1 to 1. That would be 3. That would be 1. Sorry, 2, 1 stacking. I don't think I can add another one. No, they'd all be the same. All right, so you're going to come here. You guys are going to come over here. And you guys are going to go 1, 2, 3. I don't know about going across the river. Would probably be stupid. Regroup counters. Oh yeah, right, because they cannot be used in the turn that they moved. Correct. So these guys would be under a regroup. This guy will have to go in by himself. Thanks. You guys here, so you're gonna come back. So you're gonna go 1, 2. That'll be a total of 1.5. Again, I do not think I will be attacking. I would love to take out the headquarters. They're by themselves, which is probably the stupidest thing to do. And I probably should have moved into town before I fired him. But anyway, so you're going to come here for 1. That would be 2, and you'll hang out there. All right, let's move to the Commonwealth. Oh, they can be just half strength. It's only a 2 strength strong point, so I don't think I'm going to need it. But thank you for telling me that. All right, so here I gotta deal this guy a blow. 2 armor units and an infantry. So you're gonna come here. This is in our headquarters unit, so I will be able to use my artillery to get a shift. I don't think I used any resupply points, so if I have 1 infantry replenishment, I would be able to use it on you. So I think that means you're not going to be able to engage in combat. But if I can replace some of the units here, where do we go? All right, so this would be replan. Actually, I'll turn a quarter turn. You guys are going to have to hold for now. Not the greatest. You guys will come here. Again, you're going across a river, so it's probably not the best. Maybe I should move you to here. I do have you guys as well, so let's land. We'll move the 1 hex to this location. Again, they'll be marked with the regrouping. So they'll be used at half. Second armored. I have not brought in those reinforcements yet. Second armored. Yeah, that's the combat. I have not brought those guys in yet. I am actually sending them over this way. Third division's coming up that way. I do have some 2 division units in Utah that are pushing up as well, but I should probably be sending some guys into that way. I think I'm spending too many resources trying to contain the Cherbourg Peninsula. All right, you guys moved, so here's let's say like that. So like that. You guys will come on the beach. And you're going to go 1. You can join them, so that'll be 4 stacking points in the free silhouette. And then you guys can jump onto here. All right, I do have a unit, glider units here. Again, they're scattered, so they can't really do anything. That would be 2. That would be 4 stacking points. So you don't really have a choice. I can hold Ranville maybe. I do get +3 because it'll max out my defense rating, which give me a 6 defense. Not horrible. Yeah, I think they'll stay. All right, so next up is the attack phase. Now, I'm not going to attack across a river. I probably should not have moved there. I should have moved, well, when it mattered, I guess. So you guys are going to be in hold pattern. You guys are not going to attack either. Here we're going to attack. Now that's going to be normal. No, that's bocage. That'll be a +3. So they're going to have 2 to my 7. 7 to 2, and I will get an armor shift. I cannot use any artillery, or sorry, ships, because I'm too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, so 7 to 2 will be 3 to 1 odds with an armor shift. So I'll be on the 4 to 1. I rolled a 6. 6 on the 4 to 1. It's going to be a defender 1. So this is a 1-step unit, so this headquarters is toast. And they'll be able to do their advance. Let's come into the town here. Moving on to the Americans. This will be a town across the river, so that's going to be 4 defense. These guys will be halved. So that'll be 13, so it'll be on the 6.5. these guys will be halved twice. That'll be 10, 5, 2.5. So that'll be 7, 8, 9. 9 to 4. 9 to 4 is going to be 2 to 1. And I should get the armor shift as well. So it should be on the 3 to 1. All right, let's see what we get. And I rolled a 4. 4 on the 3 to 1 is a DR result. The defender must either retreat or conduct a determined defense. Now they're going to retreat, so they're going to become disrupted. DR, I believe, is only 2 hexes retreat. All right, so you're going to come back to 1, 2, and you'll be marked with a disrupted. And then we can do our advance. So you'll come up here towards St. Lo. You're going to come into Belroy. Onto the beaches. Now, I still have a supply point from... Oh, I forgot to use my Cherbourg one. That would have been used up when I used this guy here. All right, so I do have a headquarters unit, so I could do that. I could also add in a naval bombardment. So what am I looking at here? This would be an 11 to 7. So it's going to be 1 to 1 odds. Armor shift. No, that'll be canceled because of the anti-tank. Artillery. We'll put it on 2 to 1. Use up my artillery. And we use one of the naval bombardments as well. So that'll be on the 3 to 1 against that unit there. Two on 3 to 1 is an exchange. All right, well, we've got 1 3-step and 2 2-step. So let's step down the armor. And the defender will lose this guy here. I can pick, actually. So let's... Yeah, no, I'll lose the defender. That way it's only 3 defense rather than 4, so it's a little bit better. Moving on. So this one here, we've got a total of... Oh, wait, that's defense only. 7 to 2, that's a town, so he's going to get a total of 4. 7 to 4 will be 1 to 1. I do get an armor shift. Do towns eliminate armor shift? It does not, but it does stop retreat, so okay. So we'll get an armor shift, so we'll be on the 2 to 1 against that -2, and then I'll get another shift because of the troop quality, so we'll be on the 3 to 1. 3 to 1, let's go. All right, I rolled a 2 again. 2 on the 3 to 1 is an exchange. Now, those guys are gone. I'll take off the cadre. So that's right now for casualties. We have 2 cadre equivalents, American Airborne and the infantry. And then these guys could advance into that location. Now, 7 to 2... 7-2 is going to be a 3-1. I don't have any artillery I can use, so it's just going to be a 3-1 attack against that strong point. I'm not going to use the units that just arrived. All right, so we got a 4. 4 on the 3-1 is a defender, either retreat or a determined defense. Now, he doesn't have to retreat because he's a strong point. So we can try a determined defense. No bonuses. So yeah, a 4. 4 is going to be a failure. Wait, a strong point will be an exchange. So this is going to be gone. And then we're going to lose a step from this unit here. And then they can advance. All right, let's attack these guys right here now. So they have an anti-armor unit. They have a total of 7 plus 3, so that'll be a total of 10. So this will be the main assault force here. They're going to be 13. I'll add half of this, which will be a 6. So it's going to be a 17 to 10 result, which will be 1-1. 1 shift for troop quality, and that's unfortunately going to be it. Now, if I use this unit here, that would be 18 to 10. Still would be 1-1, so there's not much point. One to one with a troop quality shift. So on the 2-1 table, we had a 6. 6 should be good for the attacker. 2-1 is attacker 1, defender 1. All right, so now the problem is, of course, we're going to take it on here. So that's 1 step. The defender, or sorry, the attacker will go down a stripe. Now these guys have to do either a determined defense or they have to retreat, which would be 2 hexes towards Monteberg. I think I'll retreat. I can always move again next turn. So we're going to retreat to here. That means they're going to become disrupted. And then our last assault, yeah, I don't want to come over the river. So you guys are just going to hold for now. And we'll go to the, should be recovery phase next. Yes, recovery phase. So these scattered units will be no longer. The disrupted, no, they've just retreated now. These guys come off here on the beach. No, they don't. They just got those now. Hmm. And we'll get rid of these for now so they don't be used in combat. Not looking too bad for the Allies. I think they're making some progress, but like Runher pointed out, St. Lo is open, so I should be able to take that. And from there, I should be able to cut off the Cherbourg, which put them out of supply, if I can cut that link across. All right, so next up is check supply. So once more, we're all in supply for the Allies. Yep. So there's no isolated units, and then we go to the end phase. I can do any desired airborne withdrawals. No automatic victory condition yet. I am thinking of withdrawing the British airborne just because they, oh, that should come off. They've been taking a pounding. Right now, one unit's last step and disrupted, and then the other one here is going to be just stepped down by one. So I'm thinking maybe of pulling them out before they get destroyed. Oh, they're adjacent to enemy units, so I can't do it. So you cannot be adjacent to an enemy unit, so I probably should have retreated across the river. Oh, well. All right, so that's going to be it for turn 3. Now we'll go to the turn 4, and we'll do the weather die roll. We got a 3, so we're going to be overcast 3. So it's going to be interesting for terms of air support. We do get one allied air unit, and we have 2 naval units so we can use, as well as supply points. So because the mulberries aren't built yet, they're going to be getting a supply point each. Germans are going to be getting 2 supply points. So let's go 7th Army. You're going to get 2. Or no, you'll get 1 each. No, no. Cherbourg, you're on your own. So we're going to use 7th Army is going to get both points. And we do have 1 infantry replacement available. But again, I don't think I have any units that will require a replacement yet. Not with that's 1. 12th SS might be able to use a step as well. Voodoo Ranger, good beer. So let's use. We do get 1 replen. The British or the American gets 1 infantry. They also get 1 British infantry. Oh wait, that was American and British infantry get 1. And we get 1 air attack and 2 naval units, as well as supply. All right. So let's use the German replacements. We're going to, I think we're going to unstripe or unstep the 12th SS. So they'll be full strength again. But they get a counter for that. Replan. There we go. It's going to be replanned while the rest of the units are groovy, good to go. They also get reinforcements coming in from the bottom. Now these are green, so they're going to be coming here on the left. Well, I think I'm going to have to use truck movement with one of them. Oh wait, so one green unit and 2 or 3 yellows. I will use truck movement for the one unit down here. Just off camera there. So we'll use truck movement for this one infantry unit here, and the rest of them will be over here. All right, that's it for the German replacements and reinforcements. Now we can do the movement phase. You don't have to move, so we'll keep you where you are. You guys are going to assault across the river, I think. We do have a step unit there. Getting them out of Saint Marie is going to be difficult, to say the least. If I attack across the river, this is going to be halved, which will be 10, halved to be 5. And they're going to get a 6, so it'll be 1 to 2 odds. Artillery will give me a shift, as will the armor. That is a minor river, I believe. So I think I can... Yeah, it's a minor river. So I will be able to get the armor shift. So I could attack you with a 3 to 1 odds. No, it would be 2 to 1. Start off at 1 to 2. Armor shift, bring it up to 1 to 1. And... Oh, wait, they have a quality shift. Artillery bring it up to 2 to 1, and then it would be 1 to 1 because of the troop quality. 1 to 1 odds going across the river. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do that. All right, so these guys coming here on the truck, they do have strategic movement, so that'll be 10. So that'll be up to 20 hexes. They're just going to come up to St. Lo, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. They'll have enough move to get there and take up residence inside there. Armor units, we're going to use strat move as well. So that means they're going to have a combined 10 move for 20 hexes. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'd be able to get really close to St. Lo. Now, those guys are 1 stacking point. So they could all fit in this location. And then 1 free silhouette. That way they can push in next turn against the allies. All right, so if we move over here to the Commonwealth sector, I need to move here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I move this guy to this location, then I can use artillery on him. I can get one from Khan as well, so that would be a 2 shift. No armor shift. And then I have you guys here. That would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you guys are going to move to here. Village Bocage. Give some defense to that. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to come into Khan itself. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 4. All right, you guys are going to be attacking. We're going to have a lot of artillery shifts, so I think we'll be good for that. You guys here. I think I'm just going to stay in town. Although I could occupy that position with this. Yeah, that'll be good. Make it hard for them to get knocked out. We're going to attack into this location, so this will be the main assault force. You guys will be acting as a flank and attack. So this is going to be 6. This is going to be 11, 14 plus half of this. 15. 15 to 6. With an armor shift. I could also use this artillery as well. So that's going to be it for the moves. Let's do some combat. All right, so so this is going to be 16 to 15 to 6 with an armor shift. So it's going to be 2 to 1. Armor shift will bring it up to 3 to 1. No artillery for that. Right, and rolled a 3 on the 3 to 1. It's going to be a DR. Either a defender retreats or they conduct a determined defense. Now, they would get a +1 for defense support if I use artillery and or if I use... Oh, those should come back. The naval support option. I also have fighter support in the form of 1 tactical area that I could use. Problem is, if I retreat, I'm going to be disrupted. Let's use one of the aircraft. That'll give me the +1 on the roll, so I need a 4 better for determined defense. Survey says we get a 4. So that is a -1, which means I get a step loss. So now this is a British cadre. Ready? And looks like they get a holdout. So we're down to cadre status. You guys are done. Now I do... No, you're going to stay. You're not going to attack. I could attack that disrupt unit with these guys. They are a cadre. Or no, that's not a cadre. That is a last step for those guys. So let's do an attack here. This is going to be a total of 8. They'll get 2 for the DCB, so a total of 4. So that'll be 2-to-1 odds. And I don't know what disrupted benefit gets the Germans in this one. All right, so they get their full defensive strength, so none of that matters. So it's going to be 2-to-1 odds against the disrupted unit. So let's do that. 2-to-1. 6. 6 on the 2-to-1 is attacker 1 and defender 1. So these guys are gone. And the attacker will lose 1 as well. So let's take it on this 1-step or 2-step unit. And then we can do our advance. You guys are good. You guys are good. This here is going to be used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to use con armor as well as this headquarters unit. So that's going to be my 2 supply points. We're going to attack this stack here. Now they have a total of 10 in normal terrain. Will be a further, or mixed, I should say, is another 2. So it's going to be 12. I just realized I'm going across a river. So this 8 would be halved to 4. I'm not going to attack. That would be silly. All right, so you guys are just going to hang out. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can use my artillery on this guy, though. All right, so those guys are in the middle of replenning, which I believe should have come off in the recovery phase. So they're going to be full. 12, 13, to which I have 9. Now, if I attack with this 8 in the side, it's going to be an extra 4. That'll be 13 to 13, so that'll be 1-to-1. Armor shift will cancel. Troop quality wise, we are at a +1, so we're going to get 1 for troop quality. We're going to get 1 shift for artillery and 1 for the con artillery. So that'll give us a 4-to-1 odds against that stack there. All right, 4-to-1. I rolled a 4 on the 4-to-1. Gets us an attacker 1, defender 1. All right, so this is the main assault force. I think I'm going to lose the infantry. That way my tanks will be unscathed. And now here we have to decide, are we going to stripe? Probably, that would make sense. We'll stripe 1. And they must conduct a determined defense, otherwise they have to retreat backwards. So they would be at a -1 for the TQ. However, they would get a +1 if I use one of my warships to cancel that out, which basically means I'm going to need a 5 or a 6 to get a good result. All right, let's see what we get. I rolled a 6. All right, so 6 on other is going to be an exchange. So I'm going to take off the armor. Although I think I'm actually going to take this down to cadre status. So we're down to cadre status. We have a step down tank. And now we're going to lose one of these is going to be stepped down. So we'll take this guy here. All right. So they're able to hold on to their defense, and we're like that. Now all of our supply points are used up for artillery purposes, so we have nothing left to give. All right, so those guys will stay like that. Over here, what are we thinking? Once more, I could assault across the river. That would be 10, halved would be 5. 5 to 6 would be 1 to 2 odds. I cannot use artillery because I'm out. So obviously I'm not going to be attacking. Looks like we're just going to hang out. All right. Next we have the German recovery phase. So these guys were disrupted last turn, so that'll come off. As these guys here as well. The replenishment should go through. We check supply. Looks like everything is in supply except for you. You are going to be isolated. So now we can do isolation attrition. And that is the only German unit that is now out of supply. So let's do an attrition roll. I rolled a 2. That sucks. 2 is going to be 1 step. All right, so we've lost 1 step. We only have 1 left, and then we're done. So then we're going to do... All right, so let's go into the Allied turn 4. Now, in 3 turns, they can start construction of the mulberries. And we'll start with their replenishment. So we want to replenish... probably you. Now, we do have 1 infantry replacement. Or I should say replenishment. So we should be able to flip one of you back over to full status. And I should be able to replace... That's a cadre. Oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah, right. So I want to keep this one as striped. I'm going to replenish this or reinforce this one here that is cadre status. Right, so that'll be Delta. you're going to be a one-step unit, and you're going to be under replan. Now for the Americans, we do have a unit here. We also do have armor here, but now we only have infantry replanned, so we can't do the armor. So it looks like you're going to be the one that's going to get it. So we'll put you at the bottom under a counter. All right, now we do have 6 points to spend on reinforcements. So again, what do we want to bring on? Armor. I think we need armor. So I'm going to bring on 1 infantry, and we're going to bring on another 3rd Division as well. We'll bring them into Omaha this time so they can start pushing towards the south. That takes up their 6 reinforcement points. Now the Commonwealth will also get 6. And I think I'm going to do the same. So we're going to send in an infantry and another armored unit. Now, we're running out of beach space. We're getting pushed back. I should probably land on Sword Beach. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, we're going to land on Sword Beach there. All right, so let's start with the American movement phase. All right. Again, I'm faced with this river problem. Do I just ignore it and just push up to the top? Which I think is what I'm going to do. Now, you guys are already stripes. You're just going to hang out. You guys here are going to go 1. I'll stop there. You get a free silhouette. That would be 10. Half would be 5. I still have a warship to use. No, I can't. That'll be outside the boundary. I do have a headquarters unit, though, that will provide me with some artillery. And I do get 1 plane. So that would get me 2 shifts. Troop quality wise, I'm a +1, so that would be another shift as well. All right, so you're going to attack. You guys are going to act as a flanking. You're going to hang out. What am I going to do with you? 1, 2. You guys are going to attack into this strong point there. So you guys are going to come up here, and you'll be a flanking force. I'm not sure which one will be the main assault force. Probably this guy's right here. That will be 11, 16 firepower. Or 16 rating. Engineers have to hang out on the beach. Defense only. I could use a ship. And I'm going to use the 1 Air Force on this attack here. In addition to which, I will use artillery as well on that one. All right, so moving down to the east, I may as well assault into there. You guys are going to push south, so this will be 1. No, I should probably deal with you first. All right, so they land and then they move one more for 2. Here, we have the divide line coming right down here. So these guys, I don't want to start attacking St. Lo yet. Let's move up here to the high point, the hill, and you guys are coming over to this location. I'm starting to get away from my lines of supply now, so I've got to be very careful. Now, Commonwealth units over here, we can move right to there. Probably not to use in the assault, just because we have 2 steps and a 1-step unit against a lot, 13. So you're just going to hang out here for now, secure that flank, while we deal with this over here on the east. McKinley, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, so that would be 12. If I use you as support, let's bring you guys in first. You'll come to there. You guys are all going to assault. We will have a headquarters unit for artillery. I do have a ship as well that I could use. So let's do that. Here. You guys are going to retreat to here. And you guys will take their position up front. All right, here we're going to go in against these guys. This is going to be a bloody battle. 12 points, eh? Uh, 4 plus 1. Here we have 4 plus 1. So it looks like you guys aren't going anywhere. I could attack across here, but again, no, I can't. There's an impassable canal over there. So you guys are just going to hang out for now. You guys will come in here, and you're going to move to here. Put a regroup on you because you cannot be used. Now we'll do the Allied combat phase. All right, so we're going to start with this here. Now, I do have 2 supply points for the British Second Army. And I do have 2 headquarters units. So let's use you. You're going to give me a shift against this guy here. He has a 10-5 with a +1. I don't think I have any. I do have a +1. So this is going to have to be my main assault force, which will cancel that. Strong points. Will negate the armor shift. So we have a total of 11, 14 to 12. You don't get anything for the strong point, but I think the unit would. So that should actually be a 14 to 14, 1 to 1. Now to that I'm going to add half of this, which is going to be 15, so it'll be another 7, which will bring this up to 21. 21 to 14, so it's still going to be 1 to 1 odds. However, with this artillery, I will get 1 shift. So we're going to be on the 2-to-1. All right, and I rolled a 1. That's not good. 2-to-1 attacker has lost 1 step. We'll stripe this or step this unit here. No, wait, that's got to be the main assault force. One of you. That could have gone better. All right, so these guys here, we do have a task force. We have an artillery. That's our 2 supply points. And we're going to have... This is going to be our main assault force. So we have 7. Uh, 7 to 7. So 1-to-1 odds. We're going to have these guys are going to be halved twice. So that's 6, 3. And 6, 3. So that's going to be another 6 added to our 7. So it's going to be 13 to 6, which would be a 2-to-1. We'll have a ship. And we will have an artillery shift as well. So it will be on the 4-to-1 table against those Germans. All right, we rolled a 5. 5 on the attack for 4-to-1 is defender 1 stripe. Now we'll take it on this unit here. They must retreat or do a determined defense. I think they're going to retreat, so they're going to come here for 1 and go back here for 2. No, they'll come this way. Fall back towards Khan. Now the main attack force can do a follow-up, so we'll keep the pressure on by doing that. Hey Kermit, how's it going? Yep, you're back. Welcome back. All right, so moving on to the American sector. We do have this attack here. This is going to be 9 to 1, 1 to 2. 9 to 2 will be 4-to-1 odds. No armor shift because of the anti-armor ability. So 4-to-1. We have rolled a 6. 6 is a defender 1 stripe. So he's on his last step. And so he will be gone. And we can do our follow-up. Do I want to attack here? Again, we're going to be into a town across a river. So Karen 10 is going to be very difficult to secure. I'm going to need a lot of support. So I'm going to have to wait to do my attack. We do have units over here. This is going to be 10 attacking against a 4. So we'll be 2-to-1 odds. All right, and we get a 2. On the 2-to-1 is attacker 1 and defender has to retreat. So attacker has lost 1. Let's take it on the infantry. So it's a 3-step unit, so we can lose 1. And these guys here will have to retreat or do a determined defense. So they're going to retreat. 1, 2, and they'll be disrupted. And that'll let these guys advance 1. In the drop zone area, so what do we got? Let's do this one first. All right, so we're going to attack We're going to attack that strong point, I think. We're going to attack from here into there, so that's going to be 12. The armor shift will be reduced because of the strong point, so we're going to have 3, 5, 8. And 3 more for the bocage will be 11. So we're going to have 12 to 11, 1-to-1 odds. If I use you, that would be not really a result. We will get a shift because of the troop quality. And we are going to use a artillery shift from the Navy as well. So that will give us a two column shift. So we're going to be attacking on the 3-to-1. Yeah, all right. So we'll do the 3-to-1. Rolled a 2, not good. On 3-to-1 is an exchange. All right, so we're gonna get rid of the anti-armor. Actually, I guess it wouldn't matter because the strong point would still negate the armor shift. So if I go down to your last step, I think that would be advisable. These guys here, let's go down to cadre on this guy here. All right, that could have gone a little bit better. All right, you're fine. So you guys are going to attack into that strong point. That's going to be a total of 9, 7, 16 to 2. So that will be 8-to-1 odds. So we stop off at 7-to-1. And what do we get? Rolled a 5. 5 on the 7-to-1 is a DH result. DH loses half his total steps, so this is gone. And we will advance up here. All right. Now we have this one here, so we're going to use an Air Force. We're going to use an artillery from our headquarters. And we're going to attack across the river. So we want to attack with, that would be 10. So this will be the main assault force, so that'll be halved. So 5, to which we're going to add another 4, so that's a total of 9. Versus 10. So it's going to be 1-to-2 or 2-to-1 odds, right? Oh, 1-to-2 odds. 1-to-2 odds. However, we're going to get 2 shifts. Armor will cancel. We're actually going to get a 3rd shift because of troop quality. So we go from 1-to-2 all the way to 3-to-1. 3-to-1 odds going across the river. Alrighty, rolled a 3. 3-to-1 is a DR result. Defender must either retreat or use a determined defense. Now I could use, no I can't, I don't have any supply, so I cannot use the artillery support, which means I need a 5 or a 6, so I'm going to have to retreat. So let's go 1-2. Put a disruptor on them. Oh, 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And they'll have a disrupted counter on them. All right, let's continue the advance. So we're going to come back over here. You guys are fine. Actually, we'll bring you across as well. We're starting to break out of the airhead. And looks like we are done with combat. So next we do recovery phase. So this will be done. These disruptive markers on the Commonwealth come off. And our replan goes ahead as planned. Next, we check for supply for the allies, and we are all good over here, and over here. So the allies are all in supply. There's not going to be any attrition. Do we want to do any airborne withdrawals? Now, the problem is I do want to withdraw my Commonwealth airborne, but because they are surrounded by enemy, we're not going to be able to. So this guy just happened now, so I'm going to have to move him back here so that he can withdraw. All right, and that's going to be the end of turn 4. So now we're going to go into turn 5. But we're going to have to wait till another night to finish this off. So let's take an overview of what we're looking at. So we do have some major success over here in the St. Marie Gley. And St. Lo is only being defended by these strat units that just moved on. So I'm going to get some 3rd Armored Division down that way. And then the Commonwealth sector is being really hard fought for. The airborne got pushed out of the drop zones. We do have a couple of cadres, and they're basically being pushed back onto the beach because 12th SS came roaring in and pushed them back. All right, so yeah, thank you guys very much for stopping by watching. Hopefully this is some use. Hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes. Remember, if I do, you guys point them out in the comments.